Hi, everybody. I wanted to post a short video to give you some tips about what you can focus on this weekend as you're working on your essay. The best place to look to find out what it is you should be focusing on is the rubric for your essay. You can find this rubric in the course projects and schedule module near the top of your Canvas page, or you can find it in week 6 in the submission box for this assignment. Here's the rubric. The first thing I'm going to point you to is actually one of the last things on the rubric. I'm asking you to write your essay not only for me, but for future English 101 students. And what I mean by that is that I would like for any student, even if they don't know your assignment or just what it is exactly that you're responding to, I'd like for any student or a sibling or a parent or a writing center tutor to be able to pick up your essay and understand just what it is that you'll be talking about. Let me give you an example of something I see that is something you might try to avoid. Check out this sentence. Imagine this is an introduction for your rhetorical analysis essay. This PSA is a photo of what looks like sushi sitting on a white plate. Okay, you might think this is a great start. I mean, it is getting at a description of a public service announcement, but look at the first few words. You know what? If someone who didn't know your assignment picked up your essay and looked at this sentence, they might be asking a very important question. This author is writing about this PSA. Your reader is probably going to think, oh, what PSA? You need to answer that question for them and maybe give them even a little bit more context. So let's look at a different introduction. This one is more effective. It starts with a rhetorical question. You don't have to start that way, but you can. Here's how it goes. When you're done using a plastic bag, do you throw it away or do you reuse it? As of right now, there's an average of 5.2 trillion macro and micro pieces of plastic in our ocean, and Americans use around 100 billion plastic bags a year. That means a large part of the ocean is contaminated with microscopic pieces of plastic that can be toxic to ingest. In the PSA, what goes around comes around, keep the sea clean. There's a picture of a normal plate of sushi, but instead of the usual seaweed on the plate outside, there are plastic bags. Okay, here's what's different. Notice that this student actually provided the title of the PSA for their readers, and they also provided some contextual information as well. Now, you don't have to do research to provide that kind of information, but you certainly can, and it is helpful. Let's take another look at our rubric and pay attention to one other thing that I notice sometimes people forget. A major part of this assignment is describing key elements of your image for your audience. You want to provide enough description of the image that you're analyzing so that your readers can actually see it in their own minds. I'm going to show you an example from one of the sample essays that's posted in our course projects and schedule module. You can look at this one. Look at how this student starts to describe the PSA that she's analyzing. Here's what she says. This campaign shows one such bird. The image of an albatross chick well into the end stages of decomposition is the main subject of the chilling PSA. Its decaying form is shown laying on top of black asphalt, the white of its bones peeking through the limp gray of its feathers. Clearly seen amongst the bones is the undegraded form of a plastic lighter, bottle caps, and numerous other pieces of plastic debris. At the left-hand bottom of the image, in white text, the sentence, "If you don't pick it up, they will," is highlighted against the asphalt background. Okay, so in this case, this student is not just saying, this is an image of a bird, a dead bird laying on the ground. No, this student gives you the details that allows you to imagine and picture this PSA in your mind. Okay, so as you're writing your essay, keep these things in mind. Write for an audience that may not know your assignment so that they can understand what you're writing about. Make sure to describe the key elements of your image so that your readers can picture the PSA in their own minds. And uh, include a thesis, or if not a thesis statement, a main idea that gives your readers an understanding of how the PSA you're analyzing is using rhetoric to persuade. Okay, I'm really looking forward to reading all of your essays. If you didn't have a chance to get feedback from me, please go to the Writing Center or submit to the Writing Center to get feedback from Writing Center tutors, and do that anyway once you have a draft. Okay, I can't wait to read your essays. Bye.